वेल यूपीएससी का सिलेबस लगभग कवर कर लिया है. यू हैव पुट इन द हार्ड वर्क, फॉलोड व्हाट टॉपर्स से. लेकिन जब भी आंसर लिखने बैठते हो कुछ अधूरा लगता है. सवाल सीधा दिखता है लेकिन समझ नहीं आता कि पूछ क्या रहे हैं. थॉट प्रोसेस है, कंटेंट भी है, पर शब्दों में बैठता नहीं है. आपको फैक्ट्स याद हैं लेकिन स्ट्रक्चर नहीं बन पा रहा. यू आर नॉट अलोन एंड यू आर नॉट वीक. आपको बस लिखना नहीं सिखाया गया है द यूपीएससी वे. मेंस एक मेमोरी टेस्ट नहीं है. इट्स अ टेस्ट ऑफ जजमेंट, हाउ यू थिंक, हाउ यू एक्सप्रेस and how you stay composed under pressure. This program is for that exact gap between knowing and presenting, between reading and performing, between knowledge and selection. अगर आपने कभी अपने आंसर्स देखकर सोचा है मुझे ज़्यादा आता है पर यहाँ दिख नहीं पा रहा, then this course is for you. I'm Guranchal Singh. Welcome to the Mains Mastery Program by UPSC Gurus. Let's build that one skill that UPSC values the most: structured answer writing. This is not a crash course. It's not a hack. It's not a shortcut. Mains Mastery Program एक belief पे बना है. अच्छे आंसर राइटिंग कंटेंट भरने से नहीं, स्ट्रक्चर्ड तरीके से लिखने से बनते हैं. They are about clarity, relevance, balance और सबसे important, writing like a problem solver, not like a note maker. हम एक मॉडल आंसर देने में विश्वास नहीं रखते जो एग्जाम में आपको फिर अकेला छोड़ दे. हम आपको सिखाएंगे कैसे खुद के आंसर्स बनाने हैं, हर तरीके के सवाल के लिए, हर पेपर के लिए, हर प्रेशर के अंदर. हर वीडियो आपके लिए एक नया डायमेंशन खोलेगा, सोचने का, लिखने का, इम्प्रूव करने का. ये कोर्स आपको एक स्टूडेंट नहीं, एक फ्यूचर सिविल सर्वेंट की तरह ट्रीट करेगा. बिकॉज यूपीएससी इज नॉट लुकिंग फॉर समवन हु रिमेंबर्स परफेक्टली, इट्स लुकिंग फॉर समवन हु कैन थिंक क्लियरली, act wisely and write meaningfully. इसलिए सभी एस्पिरेंट्स के लिए ये वीडियो सीरीज completely free है. So let's begin, let's grow and let's write like your words matter. Welcome everyone to UPSC Mains Mastery. Everything that you need to know. UPSC prelims का रिजल्ट आ चुका है. Many of you must be in different phases. Some of you would have qualified and must be going to write the civil services mains examination of 2025. कुछ ऐसे candidates होंगे जो 2026 का preparation कर रहे हैं. There would be some people who are the people who may not have qualified the 2025 examination and they also have to prepare for this. So this happens to be a good time for everyone who is preparing for civil services कि आप अभी मेंस की प्रेपरेशन को So let's see what all will we cover in this entire program. So in this video we are going to focus on the exam structure. Exactly UPSC क्या चाहता है, कितने पेपर्स होते हैं, कितने मार्क्स होते हैं, the very basics that everyone must know. Then we'll go on to trend analysis. यूपीएससी के एग्जामिनेशन में क्या क्या चेंजेस आए हैं 2013 से जब ये पैटर्न चेंज हुआ तब से लेके 2024 तक. व्हाट इज़ द ट्रेंड, व्हाट इज़ इट दैट वी नीड टू डू, दैट विल बी एनालाइज्ड. वील देन गो ऑन टू सी कॉमन स्ट्रगल्स. क्या इश्यूज आते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ विच स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट एबल टू परफॉर्म ड्यूरिंग देयर मेंस. वील देन गो ऑन टू द कोर्स कंटेंट दैट यूपीएससी मेंस मास्टरी कोर्स क्या ऑफर करता है. द कोर्स स्ट्रक्चर, हाउ वी एक्चुअली गो अबाउट इट. There are some free components, some paid components. We'll go through that. Then we'll go on to course suitability. कौन ऐसे students हैं जिनको ये course consider करना चाहिए. And in the end, we'll go on to how can those students who want to be with us maximize the benefits that they can derive out of this course. So the first thing that everybody has to understand is the format, the marking and the fundamental. GS paper जो UPSC का आता है उसमें exactly होता क्या है. See, first of all you need to see that paper 1, 2, 3 में the paper is divided into 20 questions, out of which 10 questions and 10 questions are there, 10 markers and 15 markers. आपको overall 180 minutes मिलेंगे. So per question you will get 8.5 minutes to answer each of them. It's very important to understand the expectation from each answer. Examiner चाहता क्या है कि आप every question के answer में क्या करो. First thing that you need to do is identify the key demand. Most of the students falter here. Exam पूरा करने के बाद भी जब कोई student अपने UPSC मेंस के सेंटर से बाहर निकलता है, at that point of time if they go on to analyze that did they identify the demand एंड एक्चुअली आंसर ऑल द क्वेश्चंस. बहुत बार स्टूडेंट्स को ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ परसेंटेज ऑफ द क्वेश्चन हैज़ बिन लेफ्ट आउट. इम्प्लिसिट डिमांड, एक्सप्लिसिट डिमांड, सब कुछ ध्यान में रखते हुए दे मे नॉट हैव परफॉर्म्ड इन अ मैनर दैट दे हैव एड्रेस्ड द इंटायर क्वेश्चन. तो बहुत बार 100% ऑफ द पेपर हैज़ नॉट बिन अटेम्प्टेड एक्चुअली. सर्टन proportion has been left out maybe in many questions. So identifying the demand in the question is the first step, which is the most crucial and unfortunately is the most ignored, but we will keep on going through every question's demand whenever we are looking at it. Structuring your thoughts. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि क्वेश्चन की डिमांड को समझने के बाद हमने जितना कंटेंट पढ़ा है उसमें से हम उसे ऑर्गेनाइज कैसे करें एंड हाउ डू वी प्रेजेंट इट विद इन दैट आंसर दैट इज सो स्मॉल vis-a-vis the amount of study that you've done. So किस तरीके से हम अपने thoughts को organize करें logically so that we are able to attempt the question appropriately. Writing concisely. You know that there are 10 markers and there are 15 markers and दोनों के लिए आपके पास जो space है that is very limited. So you have to be very crisp. Still you have to be very impactful. And a very important thing is completing answers. You cannot afford to leave the answers. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि कुछ candidates जिन questions को अच्छे से जानते हैं उसमें ज़्यादा time लगा देते हैं and they assume that जो questions उन्हें नहीं आते उसमें they will not be able to write. However, if they sit through and वो उन 8.5 minutes में even 4 to 5 minutes उस answer को दें जो उन्हें नहीं आता, still they will be able to attempt to quite an extent. So that is why it is very important that you give enough weightage and enough time to each answer and completing all the 20 questions is extremely important. So सारा कुछ करने के बाद भी बहुत सारे candidates को पता चलता है that we have to understand that there are a lot of deep issues which are leading to this underperformance. First and foremost, answer is not addressing the question's demand. ये सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है एंड मोस्ट कैंडिडेट्स अनफॉर्चुनेटली इस वजह से यूपीएससी मेंस में परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाते. दिस लीड्स टू इनकम्प्लीट आंसर्स एंड हेंस 100% ऑफ द पेपर हैज़ नॉट बीन अटेम्प्टेड. And when you're not attempting 100% of the paper, expecting a good score then becomes very difficult. Answer many a times includes information that is not directly related to the question. तो होता क्या है कि जब आप क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हैं, अगर आपने क्वेश्चन की डिमांड नहीं समझी, उसी वजह से ये दोनों इश्यूज आते हैं. But sometimes you tend to write things that you have studied and learned, but are not really exactly addressing the question's demand. इस वजह से irrelevant content actually takes up the space which should have gone to the content that was relevant. A wasteful utilization of space and again leading to underperformance. Now, if you have crossed this barrier of understanding the question's demand, which is the main focus first of all, जब आप ये कोर्स ज्वाइन करेंगे हम हर टाइम इस चीज़ पे फोकस करेंगे दैट यू मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चंस डिमांड. जब आप ये हर्डल क्रॉस कर लेते हैं द नेक्स्ट थिंग टू फोकस ऑन बिकम्स दैट द आंसर शुड हैव अ लॉजिकल फ्लो एंड स्ट्रक्चर. इफ दैट बिकम्स एन इशू देन द वीक स्ट्रक्चर एक्चुअली makes the answer less relevant than what it should be. The next hurdle becomes that aspirants many a times misinterpret the questions that are asked. बहुत प्रेशर होता है यूपीएससी मेंस के टाइम पे, आपको नॉन स्टॉप वो सारे पेपर्स लिखने होते हैं and at that time if you are misinterpreting the question this leads to an answer that is poorly represented and overall all this leads to underperformance by students in the mains examination. So now let's suppose कि आपको पता चल गया कि क्या क्या issues आपके परफॉर्मेंस को हैम्पर कर रहे हैं. सो द थिंग दैट बिकम्स वेरी क्रूशियल फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड इज दैट व्हाट इज द इवैल्यूएटर लुकिंग फॉर. नेचुरली द फर्स्ट एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज नॉलेज. नॉलेज बेस के बिना आप यूपीएससी मेंस क्वालिफाई नहीं कर सकते. इट इज एसेंशियल बट इट इज नॉट सफिशिएंट फॉर सक्सेस. सो वी गो डीपर इनटू इट. द नेक्स्ट स्टेप बिकम्स कि आप नॉलेज को अप्लाई कैसे कर रहे हैं. एवरीथिंग दैट यू हैव लर्नड नॉट जस्ट इन अ सब्जेक्ट, in current affairs also, in your optional also, or in life as well, how is it being applied in your answers becomes important. And the next thing that actually separates the people who qualify is that knowledge and knowledge application तो उनके पास है, लेकिन maturity, judgment and expression इन सब चीज़ों को मिला के वो अपना आंसर लिख रहे हैं. So when all of this gets combined, that leads to an answer that is satisfactory for the UPSC mains. So overall requirement for mains is fact-based testing तो आपकी होती ही होती है, but interpretation and understanding, structure and balance, perspective आप बना सकते हैं कि नहीं, and overall analytical maturity है कि नहीं. If all of this is there, then you can sail through. So if I have to tell you about the qualities that will lead you to master UPSC mains answer writing, it has to be clarity of thought. आपके थिंकिंग प्रोसेस में क्लैरिटी होनी बहुत ज़रूरी है. अंडरस्टैंडिंग द क्वेश्चंस डिमांड, आई कैन नॉट emphasize it less. It has to be done. Balanced expression, you have to be someone who's not skewed in any way and has an overall understanding of absolutely everything that you should know. Logical organization of those things. Volume of UPSC exam syllabus is so humongous. उस चीज़ को आप logically समझ पा रहे हैं कि नहीं, interpret कर पा रहे हैं कि नहीं, and then अपने answers में implement कर पा रहे हैं कि नहीं. That is what matters. Time aware decision making. So recently I was doing a podcast with one of our guests on our civil services dialogue, and sir is from the Indian Audits and Accounts Service, and he mentioned something that when you are an officer, sometimes it happens so that taking immediate decision becomes much more important than the quality of that decision. And you must understand that a lot of times officers have to deal with a lot of crisis. They have to deal with situations that have to be dealt with at that very time. And that is what I discussed with him, that gets reflected in the UPSC mains examination also. Time aware decision making. It is such an important thing. आपका हर question decision making reflect करता है. किस चीज़ को आपने सिलेक्ट किया अपने इंट्रोडक्शन कंक्लूजन में डालने के लिए, किस तरीके से आपने उस आंसर को स्ट्रक्चर किया, एवरीथिंग दैट यू हैव एवर लर्नड, दैट एंटायर वॉल्यूम ऑफ व्हाट यू अब्जॉर्ब्ड. उसके बाद आप टाइम अवेयर डिसीजन मेकिंग करके उस आंसर को किस तरीके से लिख रहे हैं, इट बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ़ यू हैव ऑल डे ऑल नाइट एंड यू हैव टू राइट द सेम पेपर, द आंसर्स दैट यू राइट विल बी completely different from what you actually write over there. So with that time aware decision making, are you able to perform or not is very important. And adaptability. UPSC never fails to surprise you. आपने चाहे मेंस एग्जाम पहले दिया है या नहीं, आपने प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम अगर दिया है कि नहीं, whenever you will see the actual paper, you will see that every single year there is an element of surprise. So can you adapt to that or not becomes important. All of this combined and much more leads to effective mains performance, which we will try that you inculcate throughout the process of this program. So everyone who's preparing for UPSC mains has to know that there are 6 papers that you have to focus on. GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, essay, and 2 papers of ऑप्शनल. सो GS पेपर 1 में हिस्ट्री, सोसाइटी, जोग्राफी होती है. पेपर 2 में पॉलिटी, गवर्नेंस, IR इज देयर. पेपर 3 हैज इकोनॉमी, एनवायरनमेंट, साइंस एंड सिक्योरिटी. Paper 4 has ethics. Essay has 2 essays that you have to write, but you have to be very careful. Sometimes it happens that instructions might be changed. काफ़ी साल पहले CAPF का एक एग्जाम हुआ था जिसमें usually 1 essay had to be written, but that year 4 essays had to be written, and many students came out feeling that they had a lot of time and they performed very well, not realizing that they had to write 4 essays. So never skip the instructions. कभी भी आप अपना एग्जाम दें, चाहे प्रीलिम्स का, मेंस का, you have to read the instructions. Currently you have to write 2 essays. Optional के 2 subjects होते हैं which you have to decide that which optional you are picking. By this time, if you're preparing for mains, you would have already decided your optional subject. So if you see, if we can describe the nature of these papers, paper 1 is analytical, paper 2 is argumentative and balanced, paper 3 is factual and analytical. Paper 4 is actually reflective and philosophical, wherein not just you, your entire personality is writing that paper. Essay paper is thematic, interpretative, and aggregates everything that you've ever read. Optional papers are of course specializations. So 2013 से लेके 2023 तक अगर आप GS1 का पेपर देखेंगे, so पहले questions to some extent static आते थे, then contextual, and currently conceptual plus interpretative questions are coming. पेपर 2 के ट्रेंड में पहले कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हेवी क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए. करंटली गवर्नेंस एंड अप्लाइड क्वेश्चंस आर देयर एंड ग्लोबली कॉन्टेक्चुअल क्वेश्चंस आर आल्सो आस्क्ड. GS पेपर 3 में पहले स्टैटिक इकोनॉमी पूछी गई, फिर पॉलिसी एप्लीकेशंस, लेकिन करंटली आपको डेटा एंड डायनेमिक टॉपिक्स पे भी काफ़ी ध्यान देना है. GS पेपर 4 हैज़ बिकम वेरी डायनेमिक, वैल्यू लेडन, पर्सनल रिफ्लेक्शंस आर एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट. सो ये सब ध्यान में रखते हुए हाउ इज इट दैट वी कैन मास्टर आंसर राइटिंग? First and foremost, understanding the question, adapting the tone. पेपर 1, 2, 3, 4 चारों के चारों पेपर का आंसर राइटिंग स्टाइल कुछ हद तक अलग होता है. So keeping that in mind, you have to write for the examiner. Focus on clarity, ease of evaluation. इसका मतलब ये है कि आप जो भी विजुअल एड्स यूज़ कर रहे हो, अंडरलाइनिंग यूज़ कर रहे हो, जिस तरीके से आप लिख रहे हैं, आपका हैंड राइटिंग, आपका presentation, everything has to suit the person who is actually evaluating your copy. The person would be evaluating multiple copies, and at that point of time your copy should be the easiest to understand and read. Your ideas and words have to go through that paper and make that person who's evaluating understand exactly what you have to say. So there should be the least resistance and least amount of effort that that person has to put in to actually understand what you have to say. Completing the paper में कोई भी क्वेश्चन हमें छोड़ना नहीं है. एंड प्रैक्टिस थिंकिंग, अभी से हम हर रोज एटलीस्ट 1 क्वेश्चन लिखेंगे, नो मैटर विच स्टेज ऑफ प्रेपरेशन यू आर इन. अगर आप अपना मेंस देने वाले हैं, ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू राइट मच मोर. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू राइट द मेंस नेक्स्ट ईयर और यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर 2026 and you have never given the mains or the prelims, or you are somebody who's already written the prelims but could not qualify, no matter who you are, 1 question a day has to be written. And we also have a 1 question a day challenge wherein we provide a free question on all our social media platforms. You can pick that up, you can send us your answers, we will evaluate it within 24 hours and send you your evaluated copies. And this is called 1 question a day challenge. And every single day we have been posting, and multiple students have taken the benefit of this process. You also are encouraged to go for it. So an aspect of what becomes extremely important in the UPSC mains is the directive words. Directive words वो words होते हैं जो क्वेश्चन में कहीं ना कहीं लिखे जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से आपको ये समझ में आ जाए कि उस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में एग्जैक्टली करना क्या है. There will be a PDF on our Telegram channels which you can download to get the content of all of this in a written format, within which these directive words will be explained in detail as well. Right now let's discuss what they actually mean. So first is discuss. Discuss का मतलब होता है exploring the various angles without taking a stand कि कोई चीज़ सही है या गलत है. You have to bring out as much of nuance of that topic as you can. Next is examine. Examine का मतलब होता है कि आप उसको investigate करिए. मतलब if you go to a doctor and that person is examining you, the person is actually trying to understand that what is fine and what is not fine, and are you all right in every way or not. तो जब आपको एग्जामिन करने के लिए कहा जा रहा है, तो यू हैव टू इन्वेस्टिगेट द कोर एस्पेक्ट्स एंड इम्प्लीकेशंस ऑफ एवरीथिंग दैट यू कैन. क्रिटिकली एग्जामिन, बहुत बार स्टूडेंट्स इसमें फॉल्टर करते हैं. क्रिटिकली एग्जामिन का मतलब होता है हाईलाइट द लिमिटेशंस एंड द चैलेंजेस. देखिए यहाँ पे एग्जामिन तो इसमें भी आ गया, लेकिन क्रिटिकली क्या है, मतलब जो इश्यूज उसमें हैं उसको प्रॉपर्ली आपको एग्जामिन करना है. ओवरऑल आप उसमें और चीज़ें भी लिख सकते हैं, बट दिस एस्पेक्ट मस्ट बी एड्रेस्ड. इवैल्यूएट. सो इट्स सेड यूजुअली दैट द कॉपी इज बीइंग इवैल्यूएटेड. मतलब जब एग्जामिनर के पास आपकी कॉपी जाएगी तो वो देखेंगे कि आपने आंसर को कम्प्लीटली सेटिस्फाई किया या नहीं किया, आपके आंसर में क्या क्या इश्यूज़ हैं, क्या क्या इश्यूज़ नहीं हैं, आपके आंसर में आपके पर्सनालिटी के बारे में क्या क्या दिख रहा है, एट्सेट्रा. सो व्हेन यू आर आस्क्ड टू इवैल्यूएट a particular concept or an issue, you have to assess it. Basically assess it in terms of pros, in terms of cons, and you have to go on to a balanced conclusion. That is your evaluation. आपको evaluate करके क्या समझ आया वो आपको बताना होता है. Critically evaluate. It requires a deep scrutiny. And उसके बाद जो आप समझ पाए हैं उस जजमेंट के साथ एक थरो कंक्लूजन. दैट इज व्हाट इज क्रिटिकली इवैल्यूएट. एनालाइज. फोकस ऑन ब्रेकिंग डाउन द इशू, एक्सप्लोरिंग रिलेशनशिप्स, एम्फसाइजिंग लॉजिकल फ्लो. मतलब आपको हर तरीके से उसको समझना है एज डीप एज पॉसिबल, एंड एक लॉजिकल फ्लो में उसको एग्जामिनर को बताना है. क्रिटिकली एनालाइज. यू हैव टू हाईलाइट द अंडरलाइंग इशूज, कॉन्ट्रडिक्शंस, and conclude thoughtfully. Comment. You have to express what you think about a certain issue. You have to express your opinion, facts and logic supporting it, and maintaining a reasoned stance. Explain. आपको एग्जामिनर को एक पर्टिकुलर इशू के बारे में समझाना है. You have to explain that to the person who's evaluating. You have to have clarity of thought and describe what you have to say. Elucidate. Clarify with example and illustrations. किसी भी चीज़ के बारे में जिसके बारे में आप बताने वाले हैं उसे एग्जाम्पल्स एंड इलस्ट्रेशंस के साथ बताइए. इलैबोरेट. वेरी सिमिलर टू एक्सप्लेनिंग but in a much more detailed manner. Substantiate. Provide evidence to what you have to say. Justify. You have to argue a stance, strongly supporting it. Assess. Very similar to examine. Trace. Describing sequence of event. Differentiate. Difference बताइए. Compare. Maybe there are 2 or 3 things you have to make a analysis in a comparative manner. Contrast. Emphasize the differences. Compare and contrast. Combination of both of these. Enumerate. Points आपको बताने पड़ेंगे. You have to go point wise and explain something. Outline. Providing a structured summary of sorts. Highlight. Focus on something. To what extent? You have to talk about how much is something impactful. Exemplify. Support with claims and examples. Reflect. Explore deeply. Finding out the implications of a certain thing. Deliberate. discuss in a reasoned manner, analyze, systematically break things down and then explain them. So this covers most of the things that are used in the UPSC mains. You can of course go through the details in the document. So one thing that you need to keep in mind is directive words are important, but you have to always understand what is the question asking you to do and let that guide your plan to actually understand how to address the question. So let's come to what the स्ट्रेटेजिक मेंस मास्टरी प्रोग्राम डज. फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट जो चीज़ हर स्टूडेंट के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, वी विल हेल्प यू इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट द कोर डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज. हाउ टू ब्रेक डाउन द क्वेश्चन एंड डिसाइड द स्ट्रक्चर. ये सेकेंड स्टेप होता है एंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये भी होता है. हाउ टू राइट इम्पैक्टफुली, क्राफ्ट इंट्रोडक्शंस, कंक्लूजन्स, बॉडी कैसे लिखनी है, टॉपिक्स कैसे लिखने हैं, विजुअल एड्स कैसे यूज करते हैं. यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड टॉपर्स सेइंग दैट आई मेड flowcharts and diagrams and comparative tables. How do we do that? When do we do that? And in what way do we do that? Flexible strategy. आप अगर कोई भी एक set system follow कर रहे हैं, then you may not be able to handle dynamic questions. So you should always have a flexible strategy. This will come only after deeper understanding of how to write answers. So we'll help you with that. Completing mains paper with speed and accuracy. Strategic evaluation that we will provide, and we will also help you in understanding how to evaluate your own answer. So what's the course structure and learning process? So this is the introduction to the course wherein we've explained everything that you will have to do. There will be video lessons. This will be available to all. These will be short videos focused on answer writing. It will also include many examples from the PYQs. Support PDFs. These will be available on our Telegram channel. You can download it from there. Daily answer writing. So daily answer writing, as I mentioned, is a 1 question a day challenge. You are welcome to take up that challenge. Write the question of the day, send it over to us. We will evaluate and provide it to you within 24 hours. That is the answer evaluation part. So at UPSC Gurus, we believe value should come before commitment. We are not asking you to commit to anything other than your own study and practice. That is why the Mains Mastery program is open access at its core. The main part of it, that is the videos, will be accessible to everyone without a cost, and we have designed the course to be useful whether or not you choose to pay. So the course has multiple offerings. There are free offerings, there are paid test series, there are paid mentoring program, and there is a complete package. So free offering में क्या क्या है? We have the full video series. We will have downloadable PDFs. We will have daily practice systems. Evaluation, आपको 1 question a day challenge के लिए कोई पेमेंट नहीं करना. Within 24 hours you will get the evaluated answer without any cost to you. The paid test series, इसमें आपके 8 full length tests हैं, GS 1, 2, 3, 4 and then again GS 1, 2, 3, 4. Detailed evaluation आपको within 5 to 6 days बोला गया है, but it will obviously take much lesser than that. Then we have the group discussion sessions with guidance. All of this will cost you 8,000. The paid mentoring program, इसमें जिस तरीके से 1 free question a day होता है, यहाँ पे 4 questions every day होता है, wherein 1 question will be from each paper. So somebody who's practicing 1 question from each paper would be able to cover everything that is required for the mains. Evaluation for this is within 48 hours. इसमें आपको weekly group sessions मिलेंगे, 1-on-1 mentoring calls मिलेंगे, Telegram based support system मिलेगा. This is for 9,000. If you decide to take the complete package, this combines both paid mentoring and paid test series, and all of this will be at 16,500. So should you use this course? If you are a future aspirant, you can go for the mentoring program and write 4 questions every day. If you are a first time writer, you can start with the free question challenge and then consider the mentoring program. If you are a repeater, you should definitely consider the mentoring program with 4 questions a day or the combined package with the test series. If you are someone who has practiced before and you want to do it for the evolving questions that come in UPSC, then also everything would be covered. And if you're thinking of sharpening your skills, you are welcome as well. We treat every learner as someone capable of mastering answer writing. The right direction and system is provided. No matter where you're starting, we will try to take you forward from there. So what is it that you have to change in yourself to become a master in mains answer writing. Learner's mindset. Be very open about whatever you will come to know in the coming days. Active engagement. कभी भी आप कोई वीडियो देखो, उसको pause करो and see if there is anything being taught to you and can you implement that in PYQs or whatever is being taught. If you can implement it, that will lead to active engagement. Download all the material that is available to you. Watch all the videos that will be made in the coming days. Be consistent with practice. If you decide to go with the free program, still, if you're going for one free question a day, write that question every single day. If you're going to join the mentoring and if you're being provided 4 questions a day, do write those 4 questions every single day. You will not even realize that within a month how much have you changed. And in the end, patience and consistency is important. You have to wait for the transformation to happen, but you have to commit to it and you have to follow through. The goal of this program is empowering you to handle all the questions in mains yourself. So in the end, I would just like to say that whenever you feel confident to independently take up mains answer writing, that is the success of this course. So all the best to all of you. Do connect with us on any of our handles or you can directly message us on Telegram. So stay tuned, keep practicing. All the very best.